Hello, guys, to a brand new series that I might,
Welcome to Approved or Not.
yeah, approved or not. Yeah, that's a good title. Basically, normally when it comes to third-party content books, we
In
take a look at them because mainly I'm the one that gets it for
yeah,
our
Ross
table.
buys them. I read them over, and I decide whether I want them at my table. I absolutely do not want them at my table, or
A little rework.
I need to make some changes.
And this one is actually not on D&D Beyond. I found this randomly.
This is the Spire of Secrets. There are 152 subclasses, so some of them belong to the 10 whole new classes
Yeah, no.
that we're going to get to. But
Real
tonight,
quick,
we're
shout
looking
out.
over
Yeah,
Paladin.
we're looking over Paladin, but shout out to Mage Hand Press. I found this website. This is not sponsored for the record, but so much content for only like $60. It's actually right now on sale for 30, as of the recording of this. But yeah, no, there's so much content, and I'm gonna say this: even if half of these subclasses or stuff that we look at sucks, I still think it's worth it.
But why don't we just get to it? We're doing Paladins tonight.
Yep,
Starting with the Oath of
Paladins.
Eternal Night. So, our tenets are that none are exempt. So basically, we think that everyone's got to be held accountable to the law,
Yep.
and we need the needs of the many. And when justice is not done in the light of day, it must be restored in darkness. We get some
Oh
spells.
my
Let's see.
god, this is the most
Featherfall, Long
Batman I've ever.
Strider, Misty Step, Pass Without Trace, Fly Haste, Dimension Door, Freedom, Pass Wall, Teleportation Circle.
Honestly,
Okay, I mean, I
Pass Without
kind of get it.
Trace on a Paladin is pretty nice. Think because they don't have that good of stealth normally.
All right, so let's take a
Let's
look at
see.
what we actually get. So take this out, third level. We get some channel divinities.
Of course.
We can use a bonus action. Create a 15-foot radius spear of magical darkness at a point you can see within yourself. The spear spreads around corners and lasts for 1 minute. You can see the darkness you create in this way.
Cool.
Or we can use Shrouded Armor as an action. Using your channel divinity, you can draw shadow stuff from the plane of shadow and imbue it upon the suit of armor you are wearing. The armor is cloaked in a tenebrous swirl and reflects no light. You can add your charisma modifier to the dexterity stealth checks you make while wearing this armor. And the armor doesn't impose advantage on stealth checks. The effect ends after 8 hours, or if you end the effect on your turn, no action required. The effect ends early if you remove your armor or fall unconscious.
Interesting. So
Interesting.
I
So,
want to bring
so
up. This is very interesting on two levels. The,
mhm.
the fact that this lasts for 8 hours and doesn't have the stipulation of it also ends if you do a short rest.
Both of these are built for stealth.
Yeah, and one
So
we could
this
have.
is
We
I'm
could guaranteed have Shroud's armor pretty
yeah.
reliably because
L-
Divinity
looking
is like.
at yeah, looking at this, what I will say is that we're looking at the stealth barbarian, or stealth paladin, which honestly, I was
Paladin.
I was kind of seeing it with our like Featherfall, Long Strider, Misty Step, Pass Without Trace, Fly Haste. Yeah, that makes sense.
And
But
honestly,
let's
these are pretty good channel divinities. I'll take them.
at 7th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can so your aura take the hide action as a bonus action.
That could be pretty handy in certain scenarios.
At 15th level, as a reaction, when you take damage, you can shed small flakes of darkness briefly whirl around you before disappearing. The next attack roll made against you before the start of your next turn has disadvantage. In
So
theory, you can keep doing that.
yeah,
But
it seems like as long as they have a reaction,
I do want to point something out. It's kind of a waste of a reaction.
I feel like it's only a waste of a reaction depending on the build, because
What?
unless you're running, let's say, Sentinel, where you can use your reaction to attack someone, or Polearm Master.
I mean, I guess.
Right, it depends. But also, looking at our spells as well, Paladins in general don't get that many reactionary spells normally.
Fair enough.
Featherfall is a reaction, isn't it?
But let's be real. It is, but there's very.
Right.
Let's take a look at Shadow Form. I have some thoughts.
The ultimate form, the
You can assume
transformation.
the form
Let's
of a
see what we got.
tenebrous stalker, drawing incredible power from the dark around you, using your action or go transfer. Well, now you gain the form of the within the darkness. Advantage on strength, extorting constitution checks, and saving throws.
Cool.
Teleport 60 feet as a bonus action to places that are also dim and dark. On
Okay.
each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can deal an extra 48 necrotic damage. Once he is featured, he's going to a long rest. So,
Okay.
aside from level 15 and 20, this subclass is kind of one note. That's my issue with it. It's approved, by the way.
Woohoo.
No alterations needed, but it is very one note.
Oh, so what is the subclass
Just
called again? Oh yeah, wait. I have the doc,
the
or not doc. I have the page
the
open.
Oath of Eternal Night. And like I said, yeah, the issue with it is it's stealth. It is the stealth of it.
Which
And
honestly,
you know what? Right campaign, if you want to have a paladin heist in like Keys of the Golden Vault,
what was it called again? Sorry.
if you want to have a paladin in Keys of the Golden Vault,
No, the subclass name.
Eternal Night, Oath of the Eternal Night.
All right.
All right,
Sorry,
now
but you guys are seeing what our spreadsheet looks. Not spreadsheet, but what I
let's
do
just
this.
move
Yeah.
right along to the Oath of Hearsay,
Uh,
which honestly might be a good alternative to the Oathbreaker.
Maybe.
Those who have borne witness to a great revelation. The prophets of history are false, and their clerics have been misled, for the gods have deceived the entire world. Heretics vow to spread their truths to whoever will listen, rebuffing holy men and inquisitors that lack the sense to share in the revolution. But let's take a look here. By swearing your oath, you vow to share the truth with everyone. Where truth itself does not dispel the lies, your sword might dispense truth of its own. You
Ooh.
stand in the shadow of the laws that seek to contain the truth. Don't dwell on tradition as you seek to remake it. Confront the powerful with your truth and don't let them turn away. Only by embracing the truth can they enact change. All right, so I'm expecting, protect evil and good, magic weapon, zone of truth, dispel magic, speak with dead, banishment, private sanctum, dispel evil and good, and legend lore. This is what I think. You know what? I'm going to give the point. That is a flavor yes for the spell list.
The only one I question at first glance is illusionary script because doesn't it hide text?
Well, yes, it does hide text. If you are if the best way to give information to people is to ensure that people who don't want you to know that information don't know you know it.
I see. Okay. And I forget what
See,
pirate sanctum. Yeah, it does.
yeah, we're gonna move on.
Ooh.
All right, the
Truth
GM
is
decides to nature of the gods and may choose to keep the truth and make it so hard for players. Send rolls living long. Maybe they don't just all in our mere conscience. Maybe package conscience with higher praise symbols, or so a paladin carries as much authority as any other, regardless of the true nature of divinity. Paladins are empowered by their causes. Right, yep, we know that.
Okay.
All right.
Blasphemy.
As an action, you speak profound here with each creature you choose within 30 feet must make wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take 2d6 psychic damage for each point. For each point of your wow, that's worded funny. For
That
each
is
point of your proficiency bonus. That
that's
stacks really crazy.
oh my god! Wait, dude.
And is
That is
deafened for 1 minute. On a success, it takes half as much damage and is not deafened. Yeah, this is some damage,
at
honestly.
high levels. Let's say we get somehow to proficiency 5 and 6. That is 10d6 to an area
Somehow,
around.
Ross, in this scenario, imagine we're taking 20 levels in this thing.
Yeah, 20
There's no
levels in this
somehow
thing.
about it. Yeah.
Holy shit! That is. I don't know. Wisdom
But on a
save,
successful
too.
save, half as much not damage. It's good, but remember, you only ever get one use of this thing.
They only one use per short rest.
Turn the Holy as an action. Channel in church and holy. But each celestial that you can see here within 30 feet, you must make wisdom saving in range that can. Oh wow, that's funny. Must make a wisdom. Each humanoid in range that can cast first level spells or higher using wisdom as their spell casting ability score must also make a wisdom saving throw.
That is so specific.
They want it. They want to hit clerics and druids. I do want to point out though, if a creature uses spell casting as its spell casting ability, it's gonna be pretty good at wisdom
I was gonna
saving throws.
say, yeah.
But I get the idea. And you know the drill with turn creatures, turn undead. You know the drill.
Yep.
Aura.
Ooh.
Your aura divorces around you from vampires. When a creature other than yourself within 10 feet of you regains hit points, you can choose for that healing to fail and to have no effect. Furthermore, you can use so an enemy creature within 10 feet of you regains hit points by any means.
You could just say nuh-uh.
I am a troll and you didn't hit me with fire. It's my turn. I'm just gonna get those hit points back.
Nuh-uh.
Where'd my hit points go? Where'd my hit points go? Was I set on fire? I didn't think I was. Where are my hit points?
And you can
Interesting
use counterspell as a reaction
without using the spell slot or components to interrupt any spellcaster using wisdom of their spellcasting abilities to cast a spell of first level or higher within 10 feet of you. So specific.
I was gonna say that's my one complaint so far is that it's
you know what this is going to do? You know what this is going to do? I'll tell you what this is going to do. Let's go to hypothetical scenario. Okay. I'm doing what I do. I'm DMing a game, Ross, right?
Yep.
You are playing this class. Okay, so the enemy spellcaster sees you. The enemy spellcaster that's in front of you sees you, and he is doing some motions with his hand. He's about to cast Misty Step to get away from you.
I am going to cast Counterspell.
Can you do that?
Well, theoretically, if they're using Wisdom.
He is a Charisma caster.
Yeah, I was thinking.
See, this conversation.
How many monsters use Wisdom as their?
A bunch. That's not the question. A bunch do. I don't usually reveal it as a DM. I don't usually tell you. Obviously, you guys can make good guesses, like that one session where you guys were fighting those warlocks.
Oh,
you knew they were fighting. You knew they were doing. You knew they were using their charisma because their stat block literally said warlock. But if clues don't tell you, I don't tell you. I'm not usually loud about it because it don't usually matter with this. So with this, you're like, oh, what does he use? I'm like, yeah. Obviously, in that scenario, it was a charisma caster, but it might have been a wisdom caster because, yeah, you count it, but it's such an extra step because you have to ask me, right? Anytime that a spellcaster shows up, you're like, oh, what stat is he? I'm like, here's the thing. I have no obligation to tell you, so I think, but also you just get this ability, so if you're within 10 feet, you just try it, I guess.
I was going to say as well, you can just try it because there's no resource on this, just a reaction.
True enough, yeah.
Holy shit, that's a lot of theoretical counterspells on...
Also, IH's level 30 feet. Yeah. 15th level, you can reroll with advantage a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll, and you can't use this feature until you longer. Okay, whatever.
I mean,
that's just that fighter ability.
That's short and sweet.
It's just the fighter ability no one likes.
Well, don't roll with advantage. Just roll. Yeah.
True enough, but whatever. All right, 20th level, fully divorced from the will of the gods. You can use your action to assume a form power with the blah blah blah. You can use blasphemous channel divinity without using your channel divinity. That's actually really good. That's actually really good.
Hold on.
That's
blasphemy. Oh, okay.
When you use this ability, it just does 46.
Okay, I was reading that like, wait, does the 2d6 become 46 each proficiency bonus? Because that's
you gain 20 temporary hit points at the start of each your turn.
Honestly, that's
once you use it, you can't blah blah blah. All right, so honestly. Cool. It is solid, but it is a little mechanically clunky. I'm approving it, but it is clunky. It is very, very clunky, and that is Oath of Revelry. This is the party. This is, you know what? The one-shot quest or Oath throwing it back.
Or no, it wasn't hearsay. What was it?
Hearsay's right. Hearsay's right.
Oh, hearsay.
I
spelled that right, but I am going.
It don't matter. Move on. It's our book. We got more subclasses to read. Oath of Revelry.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this first. Now that I'm doing it, of Reverie. Okay, I think that's right.
Anyway, all right. So the Oath of Revelry. Let's take a look. Paladins who swear the oath make a vow to party day and night until their hearts give out. all right. But the youth cheer for party paladin is always accompanied by a good time. Let's see what we got. The party don't stop. Every occasion is a celebration, and everyone should be invited. Work hard, party hard. Without planning an effort, a good bacchanal has no momentousness. Words. Bring your A game to events. Fight for your right to party. Those who would stand in your way need to be reminded what it's like to have a good time, or failing that, be circumvented.
Okay, so what do we got? So,
charm person, hideous laughter, calm emotions, enhance ability, create food and water, hypnotic pattern, compulsion, freedom of movement. Chaos, telepathic bond, chaos are pushing it a bit.
I mean, the spells are
Alright.
okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
So conjure a drink.
When you take this oath, when you finish a long rest, you can use your channel ability to summon your flask of frothy ale from the heavens itself. Up to 3 creatures can drink from this flask. Each has advantage on the next saving throw it makes before it takes a long rest. After which the buzz wears off.
So
When you take a short rest, any remaining ale this kind of sucks, honestly.
yeah, hold on.
Oh, it's great.
So,
You guys, 3 of you get an advantage on the next saving throw you make.
so wait, this can only be done after a long rest. So
You are so right.
that is bizarre. I've never seen a channel video like that. But
So, okay, let's go back into hypothetical D&D mode.
okay.
All right, guys. After that attack last night against the warlocks on the castle, the king said that you guys can sleep for the night. So, assuming you choose to get it, you get a long rest.
Yep. And as soon as I wake up, ale, please.
Right? Okay. Yep. Who are you giving the ale to?
Well, does it say they have to drink it immediately?
When you finish up to 3 creatures can drink from this flask, and each is advantage on the next saving throw it makes before it takes a long rest. Afterwards, when you take a short rest, any remaining ale becomes non-magical.
So
I guess. Oh yeah. So no. So you have it. You have it.
So I have it, and I could give it out to
But as a reminder,
3 people.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So you have the ale. All right. I guess fair enough. What does it say? It's what does it take when you doesn't? I guess I'll take it. I guess I'm gonna use my default potion rules, but default I guess would be an action to drink it.
Maybe.
The fact they don't say is annoying.
Yeah. Huh.
But also, yeah, you can't take a short rest.
Yeah, can't take a short rest. Otherwise, this will be gone. But okay, you know what? This first channel divinity is bad. Let's see if Song and Dance is better enough to where we want to take short rests.
Yeah, you can use your channel divinity as an action to dance a catchy jig. Each creature you choose within 15 feet must make a wisdom saving throw or join in. Creature can continue to dance as long as you do. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The effect ends for creature if you choose to end it on your turn, no action required, or if the creature reattempts the wisdom save throw at the end of its turn and succeeds. That's a weird way to say they can make a saving at the end of a turn. A creature that is dancing spends all its movement tapping its feet and shuffling about with that lean fate. It also has advantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls that rely on dexterity. That's actually good. That's actually good.
Also, I just noticed the art on the side.
Yeah. That's the character. Honestly, love the hat. Love the hat.
I love it. I love it.
The beach ball too. Anyways.
Oh, is there a beach? I didn't even notice the beach ball.
We got the Aura of Fraternity. At 7th level, you realize while you have one or more ally adjacent to you, you and each of your allies within 5 feet deal an extra 1d4 damage on melee attacks. That's not bad, honestly.
Honestly, it's not bad. Although the aura, I don't know if you noticed, only goes up by 15 feet, not 30.
Oh.
Which
wow,
there are some paladin auras that do that.
I get the idea. I get the idea.
Yeah.
At 8th level, you or a friendly creature within 30 feet makes an ability check. And if it doesn't have disadvantage, you cause it to be made with advantage. You can use this ability 3 times, or can also use when you finish a long rest. Wow, it's rare you see a flat you can use it 3 times.
Yeah, no, I feel like if I were creating this, like my first thought would be okay, up to your charisma modifier. But
yeah,
a solid number is still solid.
All right, party animal. Starting at 20th level, you can use reaction transform into you sprout horns like a satyr and emanate a 30-foot aura of. As a reminder, you can just play a satyr in D&D.
I mean, what if you played a satyr, but then be the subclass? You would grow even bigger satyr horns.
Maybe, I don't know. You flavor how you want. A satyr and emanate 30-foot aura of gaiety. That is how you pronounce that. For the next minute, you and your friendly creatures in the aura can't be blinded, deafened, exhausted, or poisoned. Additionally, at the start of each of your turns, you and each friendly creature that is incapacitated within the aura regains 10 hit points. Ooh, that's actually really good.
That's pretty solid.
Although, I believe unconscious means incapacitated, so you have to be conscious to get the... Anyways.
Right. Honestly?
Alright. Immediate thoughts? I like it. I was like, Conjure Drink, I think Conjure Drink sucks.
I think we could... I honestly... Is it
Here's the Conjure Drink sucks. But Song and Dance is really good.
That's what
this is approved though. No, there's nothing. I don't need any. Yeah, no nerve. Yeah, this is fine.
What's next?
Let's take a look at our next one, which is the Oath of Storm.
Ooh, with the
What do we got for our tenant?
storms.
Protect sailors and wise captains that respect the laws of the ocean. No gale should break their masts while you are aboard. The wind should steer your journey wherever they might take you. Furthermore, as proper, the wind should often guide you into storms.
So
The
this is
fury of the storm demands equal reprisal for all sites, major and minor. Doing otherwise is bad luck.
So this is a paladin that defends people that are sailing.
Apparently.
Okay.
All
Spell
right, so
list,
we got
thunder wave, gust of wind,
fog cloud, gust of wind,
person,
person, call lightning,
call
wind
lightning.
wall, control weather, ice storm, commune with nature. These all make sense.
Yeah.
All right, we got Thunderous Revenge. You can use your channel video to strike back with immediately after a creature can see within 30 feet if it deals damage to you with an attack. You can use your action to force the attacker to make a wisdom save. Throw on failed save, the attacker takes damage, just stealth. On Hazel Save, it takes half that much damage.
Okay, so similar to the.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's the
pretty
redemption
sure
paladin, but lightning instead of radiant. I think.
there is. I'm thinking more the cleric.
Well, no, there's a paladin that has this exact.
Yes, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure this is meant to flavor very much the Storm Cleric.
Honestly, multiclassing with this and the Tempest Cleric could be fun.
We could be. Let's see what Block. As bonus action, you can use your channel to for the next hour. You gain the benefits of the Water Walk spell, and your speed doubles while you are walking on water.
Okay, so there is a benefit because you gotta keep in mind, Water Walk is a ritual spell. So, although you do get this earlier as well, earlier than you would get Water Walk.
It's good. It's good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And hey, it's a free Water Walk on demand, and you don't have to wait 10 minutes.
True enough. Anyways, Vortex Aura. Starting at some level, you use one action to summon a strong wind to whirl around you. That's not a normal aura. On your turn, while your vortex active, its area counts as difficult terrain for creatures that you choose. The wind is unpredictable flames such as. Yeah, this isn't an aura.
Well, no, Plips, there are paladin auras where it doesn't buff your allies.
It's not that it doesn't buff; it's that it ain't always on.
Oh, like we could choose to.
Yeah,
okay.
Most paladin auras don't have an off switch.
Okay.
It's fine, to be clear. I have no problem. I just find it funny.
Let's see.
This is the lightning damage. Just whenever a creature you can see within 5 feet hits with a melee attack, it takes lightning damage with a charisma modifier. Potentially on top of the Thunderous Revenge, if we wanted to use it.
Oh yeah.
So we got our form. Your body cracks with thunder and lightning. And your eyes glow. You are immune to lightning and thunder damage.
Okay.
Flying speed.
That's cool.
You can cast the spell Call Action. Call Lightning as a bonus action.
Call Action.
As a 5th level spell that you can put up. And you can use your bonus action to call down lightning using the spell on subsequent turns.
Honestly,
it's
I
okay.
like that capstone. The one thing I'm not a big fan of with this subclass.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like gaining resistance to lightning damage at 15th level is a little late.
I honestly, I think this one. I think out of the ones we've covered so far, yes.
You think this is the suckiest?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Of the ones we've covered on this episode, to be 100% clear.
Huh.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. We were looking at one earlier that didn't get much, but I just does not. It doesn't prickle at me.
Okay, and so is it approved?
The sun rises. Oh yeah, it's approved. No issues.
And I saw the next one is Oath of the Sun.
Praise the sun. Yep. Sun rises. Sun rises over the horizon each day without fail.
When I first think of Oath of the Sun, I just think of Rick and Morty.
No, the sun blazes under the noonday sun. Only the pure may suffer for long. Those who fear the sun must see its light. Salute the sun. The sun sets. The suns must set each night. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Burning hands, guiding bolt, dark vision, scorching ray, daylight, spirit guardians, fire shield, wall of fire, flame strike. Yep, hollow.
Yeah,
yep, these all make sense.
That makes sense.
As an action, channel divinity, radiate sunlight. Will effect after you shed a bright light. Again, number to hit with your paladin plus your charisma modifier. If creature hits you with the you have these. You can use your reaction to 5 radiant damage to it. Expect lasts for 1 hour, and early if the hit points are expended or you dismiss it on your turn.
And they gain stronger. They get stronger as you.
This sucks. I'm gonna just point out why this sucks. Okay. Plus your charisma modifier. I mean, I guess it's a little better, but nah. I think this sucks.
I'll be honest. I see this as a radiant version of Armor of Agathis.
I get the idea. I think it sucks. 5 damage is just like, I'll be clear. Early game, yay. Late game though,
yeah.
5 damage is just nothing, and I find it difficult to imagine it would ever matter.
Well, I do
But
want to
let's take a
also.
look at
Yeah.
Solar Flare before we.
Yeah, Soul Flare.
When you do so, each creature you choose them. Con save.
Or be blinded for a minute.
A blind creature can. Okay, so just blind people. That's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
both,
Blinding is nice.
I think both of those are okay. I do agree. I wish it was more type HP.
At 7th level, you and all friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to cold and fire damage and can tolerate temperatures as low as -100 and high as. Oh, this is.
Wait, so we control
This
the
is.
temperature around us?
No. I mean, I guess in a sense, but no. What it does is it means it basically this character. If we ever want to do, I think it's Rhyme with the Frostmaiden, I believe it's called. This subclass would break that module in half. So I believe it goes without saying when I say the words I'm about to say. This is banned for Rhyme with the Frostmaiden.
Do I need to put that specifically in the stipulations?
Honestly, yes.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Basically, honestly, the truth is banned for any campaign that plans to, rely on temperatures as an environment because it literally breaks that in half at 7th level.
I'll add that to the thing in a minute. Anyway, let's see.
When you deal fire damage, you can choose to deal radiant damage instead, or vice versa.
So I could theoretically, if I wanted to, because we're talking about Paladin.
Oh.
We can I can smite and have it deal fire damage instead of radiant, if I wanted to.
Let me take a look at what's here. Depends on the word. It depends on the wording here. When you deal, not when you cast a spell that deals. Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of your divine smite.
Oh, but how convenient.
Let's play a scenario.
Huh.
All right, that is a natural 20 against the dragon.
Yeah. Plebes.
Yeah.
I got some D10s I want to roll.
And I guess I will let you do that. What type of damage you wanting to do?
What kind of dragon?
It's a blue dragon, lightning.
Let's have some fun. Let's go for fire.
All right.
That is a 3rd level smite. That's crit boosted. That is gonna be. I'm trying to remember how many D8s it normally is that make up D10s. 3rd level smite. That'd be 48 normally. Then
maybe
it would be 40-10. Then have it be a crit that is 8d10. So theoretically, I could do 80 damage here.
All right. So you roll the dice then.
Yep, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled 8.
8 total? I'm not even gonna have Seraphim waste a spell slot on this shit. Gotta use bloody protection from energy. All right, but yeah, at 15th level, the damage die for your improved divine smite becomes a D10.
That is interesting. Okay.
It's nice. At 20th level.
Now, if it was a D12, Kiri would be pissed.
Yeah, we know. Cast this without using spell slot addition so this is our damage dealer, is what this one really is.
Yeah, so as an action, you can Sunbeam. That's a fun spell.
All right. It's fine. This is approved with, that stipulation I mentioned earlier.
Okay. Approved except when...
For campaigns that depend on temperature. Just say approved. I'll remember. Or I won't.
I already have it typed out.
All right, then. We're good. Oath of Winter.
Oh, well, how convenient. We have the opposite.
It's almost like they put it together or something.
No,
tough.
please,
Though the winter is long.
Please, can I say the line?
Have you watched Game of Thrones ever?
No. I've seen
Then no, you can't.
Hey,
I've seen the first episode. I'm not allowed, okay? You gotta watch the show. Anyways. Though the winter is long and harsh, it is not altogether evil. With the coming of winters, frosts are harsh dangers, and for creatures not fond of the summer, blah, blah, blah. Seeing unseen father winter from his own is nice to break your vow no matter the evils. I hate. Okay, see, this is why I ignore the vows. We're specifically mentioning the god of winter here. No. All right, so we have Crater, Joy, Water, Fog Cloud, Whole Person, Sleet Storm, Slow, Fire Shield. Interesting. Ice Storm, Cone of Cold. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Fire Shield makes sense.
Well, not that.
Fire Shield
I'm
has...
more looking at Shatter, and I'm like,
Yeah, that one. Hold person is a push too.
Well,
I guess
I can
hold
see hold
person. You
person
can.
as the
You know
person
what?
freezing up.
I guess
That
you could
one
do
I
the
can
same with
see.
shatter. You do the same with shatter.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway,
As a
let's see. So we have
bonus
ice armor.
action, you can use your channel divinity to wreathe your armor in a thick layer of protection. You gain a number of temporary points. Blah, 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 fire damage
Twice
from
your
your
paladin
temporary hit
level
points.
plus charisma. Okay.
You subtract fire damage from your temporary hit points as if you were vulnerable to it, but if the fire reduces your damage temperature, you don't start the rain fire. As you're melting ice neutralizes the exit. Okay, you know what? This deserves another scenario. So let's go into alternate universe where this is the paladin you're playing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you have your ice armor up.
Yep.
Right. After the last dragon encounter, their mate has come after you, and they are going to do a breath attack on you. They are a red dragon, of course. I need a dex save from you.
Yep. Let's see. Are we high enough level to where I have aura protection?
No,
Well,
maybe I don't know.
well, shit. Okay. Rolls it. That's a failure. Probably.
All right, that will be dice roll sound. That'll be 30 fire damage. All right, so because of your ice armor, you are vulnerable to it, and you have how many do you have? You have twice your paladin level plus your charisma. You have 20 charisma, so that's 5 plus your 5th level, so that's 10. That's 15 temporary hit points and 30 damage. I don't even know why I did the math. All your temporary hit points are gone, but because of your feature, you take no damage beyond that.
Okay, is that how that works? Because I was trying to figure out how the rest of the ability, like based on the description, works.
See, that's why we go into a scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's complicated. It's It's oddly complicated.
But honestly, I would say it's pretty good. Now we have North Wind.
As an action to breathe a horror, each creature within 30 feet must make a concentration save on fails. Takes damage for each point of your proficiency. Oh, same idea. Same idea.
Again.
Yep.
And their speed is halved. Ooh.
Takes as much. And his speed is a creature killed by this ability becomes a frozen stock statue until it
hey,
thaws.
we have what the fuck's that spell that they'll used? Is this Cold or Cone? Wait, no.
Cone of Cold?
Yes, thank you. Isn't that this how that works?
Let's just keep going.
Yeah,
Beginning at 7th level, you emit bitter cold and draw heat from the room. You have resistance to cold and fire damage.
Lovely.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Oh, that changes. Let's go back to that scenario, but now you all do have the aura.
Oh, wait, yeah.
That changes everything.
Ooh, I see where you're... Ooh.
Yeah. No, that's
pretty good.
honestly, I'm glad I said you didn't have it, because that would have super complicated that scenario. All right.
15th level.
When you take damage or are blinded, deafened, paralyzed, petrified, or poisoned, you can use a reaction to freeze the blood in your veins, delaying the effect, damage, or condition is suspended for 1 minute, after which it resumes and affects you normally. This ability pauses the duration of spells that affect you, only you to... This is interesting. Alright. And the spellcaster doesn't need to maintain concentration until the effect resumes. You can only freeze one condition or instant damage at a time once you... We got a scenario.
Yeah, I was gonna say, holy shit,
Alright,
this is
back at the castle. We're back at the castle. Alright, Balthazar the Warlock is going to cast a spell on you. I am going to need a charisma saving throw from you.
Okay. Wow, that's a natural 1.
Ooh. You are paralyzed. He cast Hold Monster on you. I am so sorry.
Is Hold Monster charisma?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
It might be wisdom. And if it is wisdom...
person is wisdom. So it's Hold
Yeah,
Monster?
sorry. Wisdom save, though. Let's say it was wisdom save. The rest bad.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, that is a natural 1. That's a failure. So Balthazar is going to cast Hold Monster on you.
Yeah, I am going to. Does this take a reaction? It does take a reaction.
Yeah, it does take a reaction. Yeah.
My skin's gonna turn blue and my blood's gonna freeze up. I know it's not how technically blood works. Your body wouldn't turn.
It doesn't matter. Flavor is free, man. Flavor. We talked about this at character creation.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna delay that effect.
Okay. All right, so then many rounds of combat later. All right, and with that, Balthazar is dead. Things get a bit weird here. Your delayed effect is going to pop off. You're going to get paralyzed, but Balthazar is dead, so he cannot concentrate on it. So it just immediately fizzles.
Yeah, no, that's pretty damn good.
It's good, but I think the thing that keeps it balanced stipulation that you can only freeze one condition or instance of damage at a time.
Yep, and you can
So
only you
let's
can't use it
go.
again for like a minute.
So that means another. Let's go to another alternate dimension. All right, Balthazar is going to make an attack roll. That's a natural 20. Okay, his inflict wounds is going to do a lot of damage. I'm gonna just roll it for you now. That's like 60 points of damage. You're at 5.
Yeah, I'm going to
60
freeze my blood to. Actually, is that how this works? If I freeze my blood, would it
It-
suspend the
it-
damage from happening?
Yes, it suspends the damage. However,
Okay.
in this scenario, after you kill Balthazar, it goes a bit different. Because inflict wounds, not concentration.
Yeah,
So-
no. So I'm like,
So we get back to the end of the fight. All right, Balthazar lay dead. Ross.
have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's gonna knock you to 0, man. And unfortunately, the cleric is in the other castle dealing with the other paladin. So
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
this
need you
is-
to roll those death saves.
Yep. But yeah, no.
So,
this is like
but
it's complicated.
this is
but cool.
honestly, it's a cool potential last stand. It's either a cool last stand, or it's or again, yeah, it keeps you in the fight.
Yeah,
That's what it does.
Simply last stand. Specifically, the fact that it says just
Yeah.
taking damage, not from like an
But
attack or save.
Let's go to one more alternate dimension to give you a quick reminder of something.
Further.
All right, so no, we're not there yet because we got one more scenario. There's a lot with this. There's a lot to this one. There's a lot to this one. Okay. All right. So Balthazar casts the inflict wounds on you. You delayed that. All right. And then you took your turn and you got 2 natural ones. Am I correct?
Yes.
It is Balthazar's turn. He is going to cast Hold Monster on you. Wisdom save, please.
Yep, that's a failure.
You are paralyzed.
Actually, can I do this effect while being down?
Can you do this effect while being down? You're going to need to explain what you mean by that.
Like when you're unconscious.
And for 1 minute afterwards, it resumes and affects you normally. The ability to pause the duration of the spell that affects.
It doesn't
I
say
don't
anything
think
about-
so.
It doesn't say anything about you can't.
I mean, you have to know something's happening. You don't know that when you're unconscious.
That's true.
But also, how in this scenario you're going to be down? In this
I said I
scenario, you
failed
use
2 death saves.
what? Oh, no. In this scenario,
Oh, we're in a
he
different
cast
scenario now?
inflict. Yeah, he
Okay,
cast
okay.
inflict wounds. You delayed it. We're still in the middle of the fight. You got the 2 natural ones on the attack rolls. You got natural ones on your attack rolls.
Oh, okay, yeah. When you said nat ones, I'm like, oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry,
wait, I would be dead if I rolled 2
Yeah,
nat
yeah.
ones.
Yes, your attack rolls. You got 2 natural ones.
Okay.
And the idea here is that you cannot. Or sorry, let's get back to there. So yes, and he's casting Hold Monster.
Yep, and I fail, and I cannot pause that effect.
You cannot, so you are paralyzed. Well, fortunately, you did not get turn. We'll get back to you in a little bit.
Yep.
That's the trifecta of this whole thing. We're good.
Yeah, it's like the
Now we
timing
can look
of
at-
it is you got to be.
All
Which
right,
honestly,
you
for
are-
level 15 for a paladin. This is the
It's
most
good.
unique
It's good.
feature that I've seen.
It's honestly really good. Here's the thing. The fact is, you can kind of use it on whatever. There's no resource, so you can use it multiple times per day.
Right, but you gotta keep
Okay.
in mind you can only do it mainly once per fight, unless a fight takes longer than a minute.
True. All right, you are immune to cold damage. When a creature within 5 feet of you deals damage to you while you aren't incapacitated, it deals 2d10. I'm in a frigid 10-foot radius
Okay.
that freezes the ground around you. The aura of this area or is with rain, but on your turn you can draw the heat from your room, extinguish any normal fires. It's okay.
The capstone is fine, but not crazy.
We're done. That's it. Those
Oh.
are the paladins. Mostly good.
Let's see.
Some of them
I'm
were
assuming
iffy,
this
I will
last
say.
one is also approved.
Yeah, honestly, the last one actually is my favorite.
I think the last one might be my favorite too.
I that 15th level ability, honestly, like that makes it for me.
That 50th level ability is pretty crazy. But yeah, no.
It's
I guess.
kind of reminds me of Zealot Barb thing, but kind of more limited.
So overall, so far, because I know we're gonna look at more of this book, which by again, check out the website. I'm gonna have the website for this whole series in the description.
Yep.
I highly recommend it.
Whew.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the overall
I mean,
Paladin
pretty
so far?
good, pretty goo.
And I'm happy to
I, I
see
like
that.
I like that last one a lot.
Yeah, I think the last one might be my favorite. I think my least favorite was probably the first one we did. Even though I'm not saying it's bad, just not my personal.
I mentioned what my least favorite was.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed, please hit that like button. Hey, if we miss, if anyone from which I doubt it, but still, if anyone from
We've had that kind of luck before in the past.
Weirdly enough, we had. If anyone from Mage Hand Press finds this video or any of the videos, and we misunderstood how an ability works, please let us know. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this brand new series. I seriously hope you like it, and we plan on doing this to other stuff. Probably some of the stuff that we already have unlocked too at some point, even though it wouldn't be like first impression stuff. You know,
Let's stick to first impressions. Let's stick to first impressions. It's
right. Like, we'll discuss in the future. We're still gonna be on this one for probably a while.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
thank
right.
you guys for watching.
I'm
As always,
gonna
stay
head
tuned for more. Bye bye.